G'day everyone. It's 10:30 a.m. the 26th of July 2021. Currently 16 degrees Celsius, 60.8 degrees Fahrenheit. This is part 2 of our walk, and we're at Teneriffe, and we're going to be heading down towards Newstead House. So come along. Just imagine how much they are. Not sure if there's a walkway down here that takes us along the river to Newstead. I know there's one here, but I don't know how far it goes. Like it does. pigeons. It's something you don't see in the city much anymore. The ibis have pretty well taken over. They used to be everywhere. City cat. Takey's on that in the not too distant future. Funnily enough, I've never been on one. Lived in the city all my life, I've never been on one. Been on cross river ferries and paddle steamers. Never one of those. So it's definitely on my to-do list. Brisbane's airport just over there. Make out over there, a plane taking off. And that's Hamilton Hill. And on top of that sits Toorak House. You can see the flag flying from the roof. And those floodlights over there, that's Albion Park Raceway, and they have the trots and the greyhound racing. $1 million views.
Sorry, I've got a funny story. My brother-in-law, he's a Mormon, and he used to live overseas. He was a Mormon for a very long time.
But you said that.
Sorry.
Yes.
And but he worked overseas in Kabul, Afghanistan.
Don't know if you can make that out, but on the rooftop there near the flag there's a sculpture of a pelican. Different. trawler coming in. I'm now in Newstead Park. Newstead House will appear shortly. She's just through there. This is where John Oxley landed when he was surveying the Brisbane River. (1823). Take all that in. Please excuse the wind noise, but I can't do anything about that. I've got to turn up as far as it will go for the wind suppression. Even with the use of a microphone, I've noticed a lot of other YouTubers struggle a bit. There's not much you can do about it. If you turn the sound off, well, then you'd miss my expert commentating, wouldn't you? Can't have that. Height scale. Teneriffe-Newstead house during World War II, housed US servicemen on deployment, and the monument was erected in their honour, and it was the first such monument dedicated solely to the US forces in Queensland. I think it was 1958. It's got the American Eagle on top. Let's walk around here. See up there. Maybe you can read all that. Since 1950 there. I think that's when the money was, when the idea was first put forward for a monument, but I'm pretty sure it was later than that. I think it was the late 50s. We will remember them, lest we forget. More information down here. That's the Breakfast Creek Bridge. Various ships served and visited here. I'm guessing they visited here. Talk about that bridge and the iconic Breakfast Creek Hotel, which sits just over there in the next part of this walk. There she is up there on the hill. So yeah, as I said earlier, she's the oldest surviving Brisbane residence, built in 1849, and she undertook a major renovation and extension in 1865. She started life as a small colonial Georgian style house and later grew into what it presents itself today with the paint and the period furnishings as a late Victorian. She's had many owners over the years. She was actually built by Brisbane's first architect and builder, Andrew Petrie, and it was built for Patrick Leslie and his wife, and then he sold it to Captain John Wickham, and then he leased it to Attorney General Ratcliffe Pring, and then he leased it to a merchant, George Harris, and his wife Jane, and they lived in it for 27 years. I think they were the longest continuous residing people. At one stage it housed, or was rented to, the superintendent of Brisbane City Parks and Gardens, so he lived in it for many years. And incidentally, Brisbane City Council still maintain these grounds. Very nice. Very early water fountain. Then it was sold to the Lysart brothers in 1898, and believe it or not, they were going to tear it down and build an ironworks and a rabbit-proof fencing company here. Fair dinkum. I'm very pleased that never went ahead. And then the Queensland Historical Site moved in the 30s. I think it was around 1939, and they were here until 1973, and they kept all the records and photos and everything here. And they're at the commissariat store on William Street now, which is now undergoing major development with the Queen's Wharfs, and they, of course, they're now known as the Queensland Royal Historic Society. Yeah, but they were here for many years. Now they do tours here. You come at 11:30, you can actually get a guided tour. It's included in the admission price, which is pretty reasonable. I think it's only like $12 for adults, probably $6 or something for kids. And yeah, if you come here at 11:30, you get a free guided tour thrown in, and I've done it, and it's well worth it. I don't ever talk about the history of the house, but the property and surrounding suburbs as well. But it's owned by the trustee now. 1939, the end of the trust. But this, they do, like I said, they do tours, and they sometimes have concerts out in the grounds. But I believe she shut her doors on the 29th of March this year. So I don't know if they're doing, or if it's reopened, or they're doing a tour. I saw a few people on the veranda as I walked around, so I'm not really sure. Definitely the door's open there. So yeah, it's a beautiful old house. I think any kid growing up in the 70s and 80s and school all went on excursions here. I know I did several times, but like I said, I've been back several times since. Haven't for a while. I definitely will. I'll see if I can film in there when I do come. It'll be interesting. This tree here is, I don't know if there's a plaque here. She's over 200 years old. What does it say here? Yeah. Creation of the carriageway Newstead House project with Friends of Newstead. Friday 24th November 1989. Yeah, so she's looked after by the Newstead House trustee and the Friends of Newstead House as well. Yeah, this tree, horse-drawn carriages used to pull up here and they go to the balls, all the big events that happened here back in the day. It's an amazing old tree. Maybe a plaque around here. It says something. Have a little walk around it. Alright, here we go. Here's something. An old fig tree. Hope you can read that. Department of Forestry estimates it to be at least 200 years old. It was large in the 1850s, and the resident Captain Wickham lived here. According to records, the coachman used to wash his master's gig under its spreading branches. So I was here long before even the house was. Amazing. Now, it wouldn't be a trip to some of these historical sites without talking about the paranormal, which I find really quite interesting. Apparently it has several visitors. The staff often talk about the girl's pair of shoes that go missing from the end of the bed. They'll come in of a morning and it'll be moved to the other side of the bed, or be under the bed, or be in another room in the kitchen. And there's many stories of fishermen just down the bottom there where we just were before that have been fishing, and they're visited by a young girl about 9 years old, and she engages them in conversation and asks them how the fishing's going and what have you caught, and yeah, they have a little chat to her, and they look away to bring their line in or check their bait or something, and yeah, she's gone. And this has been documented several times, and on occasion the police have been called out here because someone's seen a young girl walking around the grounds at 1-2 o'clock in the morning, which is not good. And they've come out to investigate and find nothing. Yeah, that's interesting. might just be friends of the building or historical society, trustees. I don't think it's open. There's nothing on the website about being open. It's been, like I said, it's been closed since the 29th of March. So I'm hoping it'll reopen. I'll yeah, definitely take his in and have a look around. Alright, I'm going to finish this part of the video here. So thanks for coming along, hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.